Okay, taking a look at this little digital camera we got off Amazon. First and foremost, this appears to be a pretty cheap little item, and first thing that I notice when I look at this is a misspelling first thing. Probably an item from China or somewhere else. I see some kind of Chinese lettering here, but the box is very lightweight. I've already opened it once. I just was wanting to show what it looks like from the outside. Yes, made in China. Color black. I did get this from the Amazon Vine program, so I have a professional camera that's a Sony a7R II mirrorless, and then obviously in the past I've had several cell phones and other types of cameras. So when I opened the box up, obviously we see the camera itself. It's not got a lens cover or anything like that. It's very basic looking. It comes with this little cord. I had already unwrapped that. This is a little pouch to store it in. It's sort of a velvety material. It's really soft. Not super padded, but gives it a little cushion. This little piece, wrist strap, you can strap on it somewhere. I haven't figured out quite where yet. What looks like a battery. And then the camera itself. It is nicely packaged, but this camera is really, really, really lightweight. You can tell it's probably pretty cheaply made. It's got a lot of the expected digital camera buttons on it, though. It looks like a zoom button, on and off. It looks like, you know, your flash and timer, delete picture button, display button. That probably gives you some, oh, there's a menu. Looks like an option to flip the camera over, or the picture over. And then we've got a film on here, so I'm going to go ahead and take that off. I did already kind of look at this a little bit. I opened up the bottom here. It does have a little place to screw a tripod in. It says it's 4K, so I'm interested to see if it's going to work like that. But if you open this bottom part up, there's actually already a battery in here. So you actually get a bonus battery, so that's kind of nice. I put it on the charger for just a few seconds before I started this. I need to leave it on the charger a little longer, but I was going to see if we can get it to just come on, if it has any charge at all. Oh, there we go. So it has a pretty good display. This is just my kitchen counter, cabinet top. My kitchen's a little messy, so please don't judge too much, but it looks pretty nice. Looks like we have a white balance option on there, several options, so that looks pretty neat. I'm actually planning to take this camera maybe to the beach with me when I go in about a month, and because I've been debating getting a cell phone with better camera, or if I could just use this, that'd be great. I did also notice it comes with a mini SD card in here, if I'm not mistaken. I think yeah, there it is. So it pops out. It's 32 gigabytes. I don't know about the quality of the card itself, but that'll get someone started. This is where your charger is. It's not got a charger cover, so you'd have to be kind of careful. A lot of the newer, nicer cameras would have a cover to protect that from getting any debris in there. But overall, this looks like it might be a pretty decent camera. I haven't taken any photos with it just yet. Let me see if I can get my dog down here. And she started to move when I did that. Let me see, display maybe would show us. There's the photo. It's a little dim in here. It doesn't look like a super high quality photo. It does show a little blur, but it did take the picture fairly quickly. Given that she started to move, I'm trying to hold my phone while I do this little video, so. But it came with a full charge, it looks like. The battery shows a full charge. First photo is my dog here. If she hadn't started to move, I think it would have been a better quality photo, but it might not be one that, I don't know for sure until I mess with it a little bit. I don't know if it's going to have any settings that allow it to take quicker photos, like a fast shoot setting or anything, but I think this is going to be a decent little camera. I'm probably going to let my kids play with it more than anything anyway, but it might be a good camera just to capture things on the beach if I don't want to take my phone down there and get it, you know, out in the water or anything. Plus, my phone for whatever reason doesn't take great photos, so this might be a good option, especially if it really does the 4K Ultra HD. It does say it has a powerful 16 zoom, f2.2. It's a pretty good aperture. It says it autofocuses, so if I hold the button down, it'll kind of autofocus, and then you push the button, it's supposed to get a good picture. It does auto, so you just don't push the button all the way down, it'll do a little bit of an autofocus. So the zoom, I'm just zooming in on the box. It seems to do pretty good. Let me back up a little. I know this isn't great with my finger over it. I'm trying to hold my phone as well, but yeah, the zoom looks okay. It's not going to be a huge zoom, but that's as far as it'll zoom, and that's still pretty clear looking for the amount of zoom. You can't really tell it from my phone photo probably, but it's not bad at all. So I'm interested to try this out and see how it works. I'm going to go ahead and turn this back off. Let me see. I think there are instructions in the bottom of the box here. I haven't actually gotten that far down into the box yet. Here's your instruction manual. A lot of Chinese print that I can't read, but I think there's probably an English section in here. Yeah. Operating system requirements, Windows 7, 8, and 10. That might be a little issue if you have a Windows 11. I'm not entirely sure, maybe not, but that's for the, let's see, minimum system requirements. I haven't read all this that closely, but you can kind of pause this and kind of look at this a little closer if you like. It looks like there's quite a bit to read through here, but it's all pretty much the same basic stuff we expect to have in a digital camera, it looks like. So your instructions will be in the back of the manual for English, it looks like. The rest, the front, looks like the Chinese portion of it. So there's a timer, continuous photography, that's kind of nice, time lapse, slow motion recording, that's nice. So anyway, just a quick review. Wanted to show you what this looked like. When I write my review, I'll hopefully have actually taken more photos and tried out if there's a video feature, tried that out. But so far, so good. I think it's going to be a decent little camera just to have as an extra, you know, especially on vacation or something for my kids to practice and play with. So.
Hey, Max. What you doing, buddy? Where you going, Maxie? Hmm?